Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Right. Good to be here, Jim.
Larry, one of your top guys was at an important conference. Can you tell us about it?
Well, no, we just announced that he'll be attending a conference. He was on a conference a week ago, and we got, good reception. But this one is the Benchmark Mineral Intelligence Battery Sustainability Summit. And what it really is, it's being put on by Benchmark, who are considered now to be the leaders in, the commodities used in batteries, the EV market, the battery manufacturing market, and the recycling market. So we expect to get a decent results out of that. It's not a cheap thing to go into, but we're there. And, unfortunately, we missed out on one they had previously, but they'll be talking to recyclers, and we hope to put our best foot forward. Now, going on to that, we've got things that are happening. On our cathode precipitation reactor, we have the guy that was overlooking at it, the engineer that was looking at it on our behalf overseas, and he's back now, but he's in quarantine. But perhaps we can, a couple of weeks, we can start, working on that. That's tremendous. I mean, COVID does have its disadvantages. If you're working on anything that's physical, there's certain drawbacks. So we're moving ahead with that. Now, we got a lot of attachments in this. We hope to have news on our pilot plant here next week too. So that is on the agenda. Now, talking about what we're up to, the spin-off is moving ahead nicely. We'll be applying for permits up there shortly, and that's for drilling and exploration. So that is going to be in our kit to get done. So the good part about that is the price of copper is at all 5-year highs, and last time I looked, it was close to $3.40 a pound. So that's looking good. Stockpiles are dropping, and so that bodes well for the price of copper. And I noticed that the copper producers in the junior, smaller area have all made 300-400% gains in the last year. So that bodes well for the company. The next thing we'll be filing our financials here in the next day or two, and those financials are needed to have a special meeting, or maybe in a combined AGM and special meeting with our shareholders to approve the spin-out. I can't see anybody turning down, shares, because it's costing them nothing to agree to it. We don't know the formula for the split yet. That's the next step after it. After the financials are done and everything, we hope to be able to get some kind of a feeling. It ends up in front of a judge, and of course he makes the final decision on how the split goes. Now, cobalt price is on a tear. It's gone from about $20,600 per ton to about $27,150 per ton. So that bodes well for us too. As we will be reclaiming cobalt in our eventual commercial plant. That puts us in the field of being a cobalt producer, and people have to think about that. We've got, we'll be producing nickel, manganese, cobalt, and aluminum out of our process. So that puts us into a supply situation. Now, the general market is certainly the Dow is hanging close to $30,000, 30,000 points. So that, that bodes well. I guess the election, everybody's calling Biden. But like as I said earlier, the election, he brings good things to the table, and we've certainly had some good results working with the Trump government, with the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy. So, that hopefully will continue on. And I say hopefully because you never know with the change of government where their priorities lie, but certainly they should lie with manganese, which we'll be working on. We're going to have crews out there sampling in about a week's time. So that's the start of the whole thing. Then it has to be shipped up to Cometco, and then we can start testing the material. So, everything's looking really good, Jim. I mean, we're moving ahead in all fronts. And again, I want to remind everybody that Zarco will be speaking on the benchmark on our recycling process on the 11th of December, and mark that date down. And you can join the conference. There's a link that you can click to on our last press release. So, it's all looking good, Jim. The only thing that we have to do is, get through this COVID thing and move the project on. You got to remember that we're building a plant and a technology that will give us close to 100% purities and 100% recovery, and that's crucial to us. Now with this new morphology of the particle size, we've got that piece of equipment at the lab. We're just waiting to activate it, and that'll put us in front of the battery manufacturers themselves, because again, as I said in the last podcast, that'll make us a battery material manufacturer for cathodes. So it's all looking good, Jim.
Larry, for people new to the company, what are you all about? Where are you traded, and how can they contact you?
American Manganese is a critical metal company that has just recently got a contract with the U.S. government to test the Wendon stockpile, which puts our feet back in the door on perhaps getting something going at the site. And it's from that actual recycling process, we built a recycling program around cathode materials, and the patents that we own on manganese were the cornerstone of that, where you can find out all the information you want at AmericanManganeseInc.com. We're traded on the Venture Exchange, the TSX Venture Exchange, under the symbol AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under symbol AMYZF, and we're traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. You can contact the company at 778-574-4444. You can email me at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
You're welcome.
I've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on November 27th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.